Hello everyone, dear friends, new ones. My name is Paul and I am your host for today's episode of the World Sense Project, where I'll tell you what the project is and what it's not, that you know what you can expect in future and you won't be unpleasantly surprised when it's brought to life. Before I move on, I would like to welcome all new arrivals. So if you are new here, please subscribe to this channel, click the bell to be notified, and give a like if you found it inspiring. This helps to bring more people to this project. Also, join the group and follow the page on Facebook. The links are in the description, and feel free to watch all previous videos. Each recording gives you basic picture about the project, and if you found out worth it to support it, you might consider become my patron on Patreon. There I have already 8 patrons, or just simply donate it via PayPal me. The links are in the description. And finally, the small thing you can do that costs you nothing but helps a lot is just to subscribe, like, and share it everywhere where you can. That's it, and now I am ready to begin. So let's get started. I will change the scene where on the left you will see what the project is, and on the right what it's not. So at first it will be social network, and like you see on the picture, it will be targeted and goal oriented, so you'll be able to interact with the network like a medium directly, but you won't be able to communicate with your neighbors or other people connected to this network. So there will be interaction from your side and responses from the medium to all connected people, and this communication will not be as direct as you can see in this simplified picture, but there will be also some clusters and cores making decision to make the whole thing work. And from that it's evident that it's not Facebook type network, where it's not goal oriented, and that's the difference, because on the Facebook you can communicate with others and make relations, and with the network it won't be possible. Furthermore, this social network will be partly organized and controlled by me and by my team, but I would like to eliminate it to minimum, to remove this human factor, to make it as natural and as real as possible. But this control will be necessary to state the basic rules and make interventions when it's necessary to make the whole thing work. On the other hand, it will be self-organized and controlled with more than 99%, so there will be some autonomous decision-making processes. Compared with the Facebook, which is in fact advertising company using the network and people as a marketplace, it won't be this case, because Facebook was nice in the beginning, but now it's not as natural as it can be. It's more artificial because it is full of advertisement and full of notifications pushing you to make unreal and unnatural relations, or to make responses where it's notify you about birthdays and other stuff. So this won't be part of my network, and I would like to get rid of these influences to not disturb the natural behavior of this network, and that's what I'm really curious about. We can also look on the World Sense project as social experiment, where we will play with people, thoughts, minds, emotions and moods, and directing them into some goal. So it will be something more than the crowd or swarm intelligence. On the other hand, I would like make very clear that it will have nothing to do with religion of any form or kind, and also it will not be related to faith or belief in something that cannot be touched. So the project will be based on the real physical laws and the state of art of these modern technologies networks we are using today, and that I would like make very clear that it will be really based on the real stuff, engineering and intelligence that we already using. And furthermore, it won't be also the representation of God at any form. It can reveal existence of something that connects us, but it doesn't necessarily need to be God. It can be something, some kind of form, intelligence, or something we can reveal or create, but I am more or less curious what it finally will be, and maybe we can be nicely surprised. We can also look on that project like on the massive multiplayer online game or real-time strategy game. I just used a picture of the game of life where it evolves from small unit to much bigger elements and structures, and this simulation of life is created purely by computer and it's fully artificial. And in our project it will be different, that we will be able to create some structures but with a human element and a human factor included. That's the big difference I am trying to achieve and to do. So that can be similar like these games, but there will be common targeting. So the difference is that you are playing this game more or less like individual or small team, but here will be the common targeting going to one common goal or to one medium. And so for that case everyone will have equal access and chances, and no leverage with money or ads will be possible. The reason is I don't want to bend or distort the whole medium to make it unreal or artificial. I want to have it like it is, to show who we are and what we are capable to do without distortions by advertisements or money. So that's the goal, and it can be similar like a game, but it's just some kind of analogy or some small comparison. On the other hand, then it cannot be the RPG game, the role play game, where you can play some role having character, where you can increase or gain skills, some capabilities, and move from lower to higher level. So here the individual will not benefit for yourself but for the whole being, and then it can benefit from the whole being. So the strategy and philosophy is different, and it also means that if you enter that game you'll be still the same y dot, and you cannot change during your whole life in that creature or being. You will be there still the same dot even when you enter several times, or you will stay here longer time. And that's about that. It's like in a brain that these cells are still the same, they are not changing, but as they are making structures and doing more complex assemblies, then they are able to produce something really very interesting, like its consciousness, intelligence, or self-awareness. And that's what I want to really achieve, and that's the goal. Also, we can look on it as a real connections by people and of people via third element, and this we can, or I can explain it We can see it by, I can explain on this picture. So we have in the middle a medium, and you can interact with the medium, and the medium will respond to you and to others. And when others will interact with this medium, it also will respond to you. So it will make connections with people, but not between each other, but via this third element, as is this social network I mentioned before. And then it also will not be any kind of telepathy. So the telepathy I understand as transfer of thoughts and emotions without need of the real actions. And just one exception can be if you use the Neuralink implant that will be placed in your skull, and the electrodes and wires will be connected with the brain. So the brain will be produce signals, and this implant will read these signals and translate them into physical actions. So this is something that makes it easier to connect with this medium and connect directly and more quickly, but it's still just a different device, and we cannot call it telepathy even it will look like a telepathy. So that can be useful for all people, or for people who has paralyzed hands, so they cannot use a device like a mobile phone or like a computer or tablet. So that's it. And finally, the project will be Humankind Intelligence, and this is my attempt to reveal it and detect it, and also uncover its hidden forms and making them visible. So on the other hand, then it cannot be fully artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence that is being capable to do fulfill or solve general tasks. Furthermore, this humankind intelligence will have ambition to answer the basic fundamental questions of our life that I presented and mentioned on the previous introduction video update. And also it then will not be possible or will not be able to solve the complex task like global warming. I think it can answer some fundamental question, but these complex tasks like the super intelligence will be probably possible. So this will not be as capable as the potential future super intelligence. This difference between humankind intelligence and super intelligence is that the super intelligence is clearly artificial. There is no human element, maybe some interaction, but no human element. And in our case, the humans will play the biggest role here. So it can be some kind of human kind super intelligence, but I don't think it will be as super as some really very speedy computers connected in some neural networks. But on the other hand, there will be at least the artificial narrow intelligence that will be used for autonomous decision making processes. That's what I had mentioned in the beginning, so that there will be needed some clusters and some cores making some decisions by themselves to make it as much autonomous and as much self-controlled, self-aware and self-conscious as possible without minimum of outer interventions by me or by other people or money or advertisements. And then I'm really curious what the thing will do in our world, how it will behave, what it will produce, how it will manifestate, and how it will interact with you, with us, with me. So, and that's what I'm curious, and I hope you'll be curious too. And that's all about the project, what the project is and what it's not. And I thank you for watching and your attention. If you have some questions or ideas, let me know about them in the comment line below. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel, click the bell, give a like, also join the group and follow the page on the Facebook, watch the previous videos, and you can support me via Patreon or PayPal me. The links are in the description. And finally, the smallest thing, as I said, you can do is just to subscribe, like and share it everywhere where you can between your friends and on every social media. And that's it. I am at the end. Before we meet again, feel free to watch the videos on my right. Take care and see you all on another video update. Stay tuned, therefore, and goodbye.